Have you ever wondered what happens to a huge fortune after someone famous passes away? Bob Barker, the man who spent decades giving away prizes and helping people come on down on The Price is Right, did not just leave behind memories. He left behind something so big, it brought his family to tears, not just because of the money, but because of what he chose to do with it. You will not believe who got the biggest share, and who did not. Stick around, because this story takes a surprising turn. Before we talk about the fortune, let us quickly remember who Bob Barker was. Bob Barker was not just a television host. He was a part of people's homes for more than 50 years. Every weekday, millions watched him on The Price is Right. With his smooth voice and kind smile, Bob helped people win cars, vacations, and even money just for guessing the right price. But behind the scenes, Bob was more than just a game show host. He was smart with his money. Very smart. He also had a deep love for animals. He ended every show reminding viewers to help control the pet population, have your pets spayed or neutered. That sentence was not just a line. It was a mission. When Bob passed away in August 2023, people were shocked to learn how much money he had saved. Are you ready for this? Bob Barker had a fortune worth over $70 million. Yes, $70 million. He did not live like a billionaire. He was not buying fancy cars or wearing golden watches. Bob lived in a quiet home, ate simple meals, and lived a peaceful life. So where did all that money go? Here is where the story really gets emotional. At first, people thought most of the money would go to Bob's family. After all, he had nephews, nieces, and other relatives who had known him for years. But when the details came out, many family members were shocked. Some were even heartbroken. Why? Because Bob left most of his fortune somewhere else. Remember how Bob always talked about animals? Well, he did not just talk. He acted. Bob Barker gave away millions of dollars while he was still alive to help animals. He donated to shelters, rescue centers, and groups that protect animals from being hurt or killed. And in his will, Bob left most of his fortune to animal rights groups. Yes, the biggest part of the $70 million did not go to people. It went to animals. Groups like People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, and the Donkey Sanctuary were some of the lucky ones. These groups were in tears when they found out. But so were some of Bob's relatives, just for a very different reason. Some people ask, why did Bob not leave more money to his family? The answer might surprise you. Bob once said in an interview that his family was doing just fine. He had helped them over the years when they needed it. He also believed that money was not the most important gift he could give. He believed in using money to do real good in the world. He said that helping animals was something that made his heart happy. He felt they could not speak for themselves, so he would speak and give for them. But here is another twist. Bob also set up something called a legacy trust. This is like a secret plan where money gets given out slowly, over time, to certain people and causes. Some family members did get money, but only after promising to use it for good. One of his nephews received a few million, but with a rule, he had to donate part of it every year to animal shelters. Bob did not just leave money. He left a mission. So what does all this mean? Bob Barker's story teaches us something powerful. You do not need to be the richest person in the world to make a difference. What matters is what you do with what you have. He could have bought private jets and mansions. Instead, he chose to rescue dogs, protect elephants, and stop cruelty. He spent his life giving. Even in death, he kept giving. Bob Barker may be gone, but the impact of his choices is still alive. Because of him, thousands of animals have food, homes, and safety. Because of him, children are learning to treat animals kindly. And because of him, we are reminded that being rich does not just mean having money, it means sharing it. To many, Bob was a game show host. But to the animals, and the people who care for them, he was a hero. His family cried not just from sadness, but from pride. They knew he left behind something greater than gold, a legacy of kindness. So, what do you think? Would you leave your fortune to people or to a cause you care about? Let us know in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who loved Bob Barker too. And remember his words, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.